Before, we had an estimated time frame of 3 to 4 days. And now, with this, everything gets done in just 1 day.
Hello, friends of FORZA Laser. We're here in Monterrey, Nuevo León, and today we're with Bryan Reyes. How are you, Bryan?
How are you doing, Bryan?
It's really nice to see you. And first of all, thanks so much for having us here. So tell me a little bit about your role here. What precisely drives you? What is your profession? And how exactly did you end up in the world of industrial services?
Well, my name is Bryan Reyes, and I am an electromechanical engineer. I'm 26 years old, and I've been in this field for about 6 years now. I initially started working in thermoelectric plants, where I was involved in industrial maintenance. After that, I began to focus more specifically on service work. Approximately 1 year ago, I joined Grupo Raycy, a company that provides services to the food-grade industry. We work directly with major clients such as Jumex, Mondelez, and Hershey's. That's where we are fully involved right now. We offer comprehensive industrial solutions for anything they might need, whether it pertains to maintenance or engineering modifications. We design and then manufacture it for them.
Tell me a bit about your processes overall. How have they evolved, and at what point did you decide that a metal cutting machine should become an integral part of your workflow?
We do a lot of sheet metal work and machining services, and the production times without a cutting machine were very, very long. There were times when we needed to deliver urgent jobs because we're in the industrial services sector and most of the work is last minute from one day to the next. Sometimes we had to design and cut a piece and then send it to be bent at another shop. That back and forth process took a lot of time. Now everything happens here. They align the design, do the cut in-house, and it's ready to go straight to welding. Before, our estimated time frame was 3 to 4 days, and now with this setup, everything is ready in just 1 day.
Tell me, how was the process of choosing a laser cutting machine, especially laser technology?
We meticulously searched the market to find the very best and most functional machine that could meet our specific needs. Actually, we ultimately chose this particular model because we don't really engage in mass production. However, the sheer capacity of the FORZA 1 was the only one that truly caught our eye. That pivotal decision came directly from our general director, Raul. He was the one who, in essence, made everything possible. I simply told him, you know what, I desperately need a machine like this, and he responded by sending me the FORZA 1. So it has undeniably saved me a tremendous amount of work and a significant amount of time, but even more importantly, it's genuinely helped us acquire a greater number of clients.
What were the conditions among all the companies you looked at, and why did you choose FORZA Laser?
Well, that's a truly great point. There are indeed Mexican brands that also produce cutting machines, but from our point of view, the technology that you offer is far, far more advanced. We've also worked extensively with your software, and what I genuinely liked most is that you have a completely comprehensive database. It's absolutely amazing to see that you already have thicknesses and material settings conveniently preloaded. When your technician arrived for the installation, he meticulously filled the machine's database with all the precise specifications we needed. Everything perfectly tailored to our specific operation.
When we install a machine, the technicians don't just leave it as is. They actually go above and beyond, meticulously adjusting parameters and configuring everything precisely based on the client's specific industry and the exact products they'll be cutting.
Exactly. The technician who came here was very helpful, and on top of that, appreciative. He gives us support via WhatsApp, so whenever my operator has a question, he provides assistance very quickly, right? And he has always given us a lot of support. We've had parts, well, I don't know if they already showed you the examples, right? Yes, sometimes there are doubts about the thicknesses. Reassuring. But honestly, the technician is very, very accessible to us.
When the machine arrived, what was the impact like? What were you working on at the time, and what changed in those first days?
In fact, we had a lot of production jobs lined up. So we had to get a lot of parts out. And to prepare those parts, we had to do a lot of cutting. And what this machine helps us with, for example, is taking away hours of human labor and turning them into machine hours. Right? And that helps the people here so they don't have to do so much work.
Did the companies you work with start requesting more jobs? Did you tell them about the new technology? We can handle more orders, perhaps.
Yes, definitely. This machine genuinely opened the door to more work for us. Now, we're not just solely focused on maintenance and industrial services, but also on creating and fabricating more parts.
Where do you envision your company being in the next 5 years? And how do you anticipate your tools and innovations will evolve over that period?
Well, Grupo Raycy is a company wholeheartedly dedicated to providing industrial services, and we're working incredibly hard to strategically expand into even more diverse sectors, with a particular emphasis on food-grade industries, which currently stands as our primary focus. While we certainly don't exclude other sectors, it's in the food-grade realm where we are truly specialists.
Which are your biggest clients? The ones that trust you and you've worked with for a long time?
Definitely Mondelez, where they produce those popular Oreo cookies, Umex, the well-known juice company, and Hershey's, famous for its chocolate.
What has your overall experience been with FORZA Laser, specifically in terms of sales, ongoing technical supports, and the initial installation process?
Honestly, I think the FORZA one, the machine we chose for our needs, has been one of the best investments we've made in terms of time, cost, and benefit. Those three factors really made a difference for us, and we've been able to optimize time in a big way. Grateful. Plus, your team of specialized technicians has been amazing, both for the setup and for the training sessions. We really didn't need anything else. Recommending. So yes, I would definitely recommend it, especially if someone wants to optimize time, cost, and consumables, because honestly, it doesn't consume that much.
And for those who are unsure about whether to get into laser technology, what would you say to them?
We really need to let go of those mental blocks. Sometimes people get stuck using older technologies, but we absolutely have to move forward and adapt. We must let the new technology come in and continuously keep learning, because that's precisely what truly makes our jobs easier, more efficient, and ultimately more productive in the long run. From my side, I highly recommend it, and it's helped optimize our time so much.
Thank you very much, Bryan. This has been a truly great conversation with the operations coordinator at Raycy, a company offering excellent industrial solutions right here in Monterrey, Nuevo León. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and give us a like. I'm Freddy Cabrera, and this is FORZA Laser. See you next time.